How did landmark Supreme Court cases challenge Reconstruction? Reconstruction was a time of hope and change in America, especially for African Americans. After the Civil War, the nation sought to redefine citizenship and ensure equal rights for all. The Reconstruction Amendments were a big part of this effort. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment granted citizenship and equal protection, and the 15th Amendment protected voting rights regardless of race. However, landmark Supreme Court cases posed serious challenges to these advancements. One of the first significant cases was United States v. Cruikshank in 1875. This case dealt with the violent suppression of African American rights. The Supreme Court ruled that the enforcement acts, which were designed to protect these rights, could not be used against individuals unless they acted under state authority. This ruling weakened the federal government's ability to enforce civil rights. Next came the civil rights cases in 1883. The Supreme Court declared the Civil Rights Act of 1875 unconstitutional. The court argued that it was beyond Congress's power to regulate private discrimination. This decision allowed racial segregation in public spaces, as only state actions were deemed illegal under the 14th Amendment. Then, there was the infamous case of Plessy v. Ferguson in 1896. This case upheld the separate but equal doctrine, which legitimized segregation in public facilities. The ruling was a major setback for civil rights, as it effectively endorsed racial segregation across the nation. These Supreme Court decisions had lasting impacts on the struggles of African Americans during and after Reconstruction. They contributed to the rise of Jim Crow laws, which enforced racial segregation and discrimination. Additionally, tactics like literacy tests were used to disenfranchise black voters. Despite these obstacles, African Americans continued to fight for their rights, setting the stage for future civil rights movements. The legacy of these cases can be seen in the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. Landmark decisions like Brown v. Board of Education in 1954 overturned Plessy v. Ferguson, marking a significant turning point in the fight for equality. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 addressed many issues of racial segregation and disenfranchisement, highlighting the ongoing struggle for equal rights in American history.